Hi everyone, it's Bridget with Bees Author Designs. I have a guest design team project for Krafts Supplies for You, which was formerly Craft Supplies 1, and I was a guest designer for October, November, and December. This is my last project as a guest designer, and I've had so much fun working with Julie's products that she sells in her store. So what I've done here is I've done two mini shadow boxes, and I'll just show you just for comparison. This is how tiny they are, because I know sometimes pictures make things look so huge. So anyways, these are very tiny, and actually what they were is they were the Recollections wood embellishment pieces. They come in, you know, each of these different a few pieces come in each of the different slots. So that's what I use, just so you know. I think Prima sells them too, the wood things. Anyway, so what I've done here is, I'm sorry, every time I think I'm ready, I'm not. I use the market paper by My Mind's Eye. It's this paper, it's so pretty. And I just cut the pieces to go in the back. So I'll just move this up here so you can see it. So, and I painted it, obviously. And then what I've done is I used some trim from Julie's shop, and it is this trim, and I will show it to you. It is this trim. You can get that in Julie's shop, and I used that for here, and then I had some trim of my own that I put right here. And I have a Prima corner piece there, and then the violin in here is a charm from Julie's shop, and I have a small flower which is also from Julie's shop, and these are what they look like. And that I put right here, and I cut out a butterfly from the paper and placed it here. On the side here where you see the pearls, that is another trim that Julie sells in her shop. And I'll just show you this trim. Now you can also find products on the Krafts Supplies 1 Etsy shop too. She is closing that because she's now gone to a website, which is Krafts Supplies for You. So if you go there, you'll see some of the stuff that might not be on the website yet. I did another butterfly here, put a pearl there. This is a wood piece I had in my stash. I just inked it up. And a this piece I had in my stash. Anyways, I had this umbrella in my stash, and I put one of her charms. This is the angel charm. I just cut the little charm piece off and glued that there. I put some flourish, blink flourishes here. The Eiffel Tower is another one of her charms I put back there. This Memories I had in my stash. This is another one of her charms. It's a bird cage. And these are all flowers from her store. And I put a bird there. And more of that trim down here. Over here, the wishing well is a charm that she sells in her store. And here's a window shutter I had in my stash. I just inked it up. The flowers I had in my stash, and the resin piece I had in my stash. These pearl strands I got from another set of her flowers. It is these ones. And I just cut them off and used those. And then this little box, I have one of her charms again here. It's a camera. And then some flowers here. And another butterfly. So that is my tiny little shadow box. And then I just put one of these hooks up here so I can hang it on the wall. And then I made a steampunk one. Because they're so small, I wanted to do two. I just absolutely love this. I'm so in love with steampunk. So this one I think is really cool. So let me explain to you what I've done. I painted it and I inked everything up with walnut stain distress ink. So the wings came from Creative Embellishments, and I just painted them, and I put some, they're not eyelets, they're brads in every other hole. I think they're so cool. And then this I had in my stash. I believe it's an industrial chic piece. And behind here, oh, let me show you the paper I used. Love this paper. I used the Bo Bunny collection. You can get this at joann's.com. And it's a steampunk collection. It's called Somewhere in Time. And what I did was I used, you know, the front piece. If you can see, this is all pieced up. I used the front piece that comes because all I needed it was 1.5 inch square in each of those. So I just used the lines, you know, that shows what the pieces of paper look like. I just cut those pieces out and used that. And then I used a piece from up here, which was just this. It's actually back there. You can barely see it anymore. Really cool paper. So anyways, I did that. I inked up all the edges of the paper too. Okay, and then for the pieces, this is a Junkyard Find piece by Prima. And so is this piece. The star I had in my stash. The anchor is one of Julie's charms that she has, that she carries. I put a domino here and another charm that I had in my stash. This is an industrial chic, as I said. This is part of the paper, and it's gears. If you can see through there, it's gears on the paper. It's a sticker that comes with the paper. I put a resin flowers here and here on the top. Here are 2 keys that Julie has. They're charm keys that she sells. I put one of these bingo things back here. This is, I believe these are Prima. Junkyard Finds also. Metal pieces. And then here I just put a nut, a little tiny screwdriver I have there. A little screw. The glue is still, I think, a little wet. That's why it looks white there. And then a light bulb. And then this is another charm that Julie sells in her shop. It's an Eerie Hand. This is the head of one of those dolls, those weird dolls. It's a resin piece. I put a dice here. Over here I have some gears, a little nut, and one of these wood pieces. This right here, this is one of Julie's charm wings. These wings right here, they come together, and I just broke this off and I broke it apart, and they come apart very easily. So I had two pairs of wings, or not 2 pairs of wings, but 2 of them instead of 1 of them, and I stuck that right there. Sorry, I stuck it right there by that gear, on that gear. So that's what I did for this one, and I put another hook there so it can be hung on the wall. So these are my little projects that I did for my guest design team slot, and I'll back out a little bit. So I hope you all like it and have a great night.